Hi. Hi, Owl. This is Yowl. He's a pesky cat. Yes, he is. Yes, he does. Oh, way too much. Alright, I can see myself. Anyway, yeah, I have some things to say. So I'm gonna say them. And I'm gonna say them in the context of the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. You can see, I am playing Landmark. And while this is not ice above my head, it is water. What we do have is a big ass bucket. Ironically, the reason I have a bucket in game is because ages ago I had tweeted a picture of my claim before I rewired it and reworked it, and there was all this water that was flowing in, and the way the water geometry worked, it didn't really look all that awesome. And so I was like, I need something to hold back all the water. And then Dave Georgeson tweeted back and said, you know, you need a bucket. So there's my bucket. I went and crafted a single bucket. Hey, Owl, what do you want? See, Yowl wants to apparently be on camera. This is Yowl. He needs to go sit on the back of my chair. Behave himself. Anyway, I have some things to say. In fact, I wrote them down because I was thinking about this at work the other day. So, I'm not actually going to play Landmark. Well, actually I will later. Depending on what happens a bit later, I might be streaming Landmark for realsies. I won't be playing there either. I have permission from Dave to stream while he's building, so I'll go visit his claim and you can all watch him build. But for right now, I have a rant. A bit of a rant. So I want to say hi to Flannan and Andoran. Much appreciated to see you guys. Flannan I met at PAX East. He of the very floppy hat with all the Roused Hour keychains attached to it. That was cute, by the way. And Andoran, who I met at SOE Live. Welcome, both of you. Appreciate you showing up. Anyway, yeah, and that's Yowl. See, that's Yowl. I had to, like, you know, it's like, which shoulder? I forget. But I have not actually been officially challenged to do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. I'm actually kind of okay with that. Because, I mean, I can do an Ice Bucket Challenge. I mean, that's no big, huge deal. But, here's the thing, here's the problem that I have with challenges and stuff like that, at least with reference to what the internet does about them, is we who live on the internet love our snark, and we're pretty rude about it. Say hi in my chat room. I've got my laptop in front of me, because it's the one that's got the webcam on it, and that I can play games on, and I've got my gaming rig monitor is behind it. Then I'm split monitoring my laptop so I can see what the hell I'm doing in Twitch. Make sure everything's cool there. And then I've got my iMac over here, over there, and it's showing. I'm just monitoring my chat room there, so if you see me looking over this way, I'm looking at the make sure anybody's needing attention over there. So a lot of people have done the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. For those who don't know, ALS is also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a lethal, terminal illness that basically destroys your motor neurons, and you can't control your limbs. I saw an utterly heartbreaking video from somebody who, at age 27, I believe he said, he had just gotten diagnosed, and that it ran in his family, and so his mother had it, his aunt had it, like his grandmother had it, whatever. A whole bunch of his family has it, and he himself has it. And generally, the life expectancy of somebody with ALS is maybe 10 years after diagnosis. This guy's 27. He's not going to live to see 40, probably. That's fucking scary. So I watched the video, and there's a lot of people on the internet who are just, you know, they're tired of seeing all the videos. Me personally, I'm tired of seeing the ones that don't link to the various sites, like alsa.org, where you can actually donate funds to help, research this terrible disease that literally destroys not only one individual's life, it destroys hundreds. It destroys the lives of everybody around it, because, I mean, what do you do if your family member gets stricken by this? You, of course, if you have any kind of heart, you're going to take care of them, right? So there's this disease, and it's the flavor of the month. All kinds of people are donating, which is really, really awesome, and they're making the videos. The ones that really piss me off are the ones who don't actually mention the link to donate. They just say, hey, I'm going to dump a bucket of water on my head, this is what it's for, I challenge X, Y, and Z. That's not the way you do it. My friend James Arnold Taylor, the voice actor of Obi-Wan Kenobi and a million other cartoon characters, did a thoughtful post, which unsurprisingly, since, I know the guy that this kind of video he can do, where he actually showed the website, gave the link, and talked about what the disease was, and then he urged people to donate, and then he, dumped the water on his head, and then it was cute that his daughter came up with a little cup of ice water to get him after. It was fun. And you've seen classy ones from Sir Patrick Stewart sitting there with a big ice bucket, taking some ice out, and then pouring himself a drink and whatnot. And yeah, that's cute. And he wrote a check. Again, classy stuff from classy people. But what you're not really seeing, the effects that this can have. And there are the people who just do the silly ones. And even with the classy ones and the ones that are helpful and informative, people on the internet are still snarking about it. Okay? They're saying, well, I don't have any money to donate. Well, that's fair. Not everybody has spare funds to donate. Or they're just snarking on the fact that it's the trend, it's the flavor of the month, that people aren't doing it for the reason that it needs doing, which is to provide funds for research for this, disease that has no cure. All right, once you get it, it's gonna kill you, unless you get hit by a bus the day before or something. So what annoys me is how many people who are so freaking cynical in their lives, so hateful, that they have to snark on something like this. That they can't just say, okay, I'll donate, or I'll do a challenge. I mean, they have to bring it down in some fashion, and I personally don't find that very cool at all. So, again, I have not been challenged to do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. And if I do, I probably will participate and I will donate if I can, which is very likely. I mean, the only thing I have to worry about my finances right now, besides paying my mortgage, is getting the brakes down my car before I got Dragon Con this weekend. So if ALS research isn't your thing, I know there's a lot of people out there who can't donate because they're already donating to other things, other charitable works. A lot of gamers I know are doing stuff with Extra Life, the gaming charity that supports the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. My dear friend Rick Heaton just became their community manager. He found a calling higher than a video game to be a community manager for Lord of the Rings Online. He's like, guys, Turbine, I love you, but I gotta do this instead, and they were very supportive, and I appreciate Turbine's willingness to step up and say, okay, Rick, you made all these promises with our stuff, we're still gonna honor them, and that's really cool. So, if ALS research isn't your thing, find something else. There has to be something out there that you give a damn about enough to support. Find something to do to help better somebody around you. Whether it's, giving money to a friend so they don't get kicked out of their house, doing the soup kitchen thing downtown, helping the homeless. I mean, there's so much you can do. Why are you wasting your time on the internet tweeting and Facebook posting, YouTube commenting, and bringing people down? I mean, what's up with that? We as people need to be more compassionate. So find something that's important to you. I mean, everybody has a family, whether they like that family or not. Somebody in that family is going through some kind of medical condition that they're probably overwhelmed. They're most definitely scared. You know, and with medical research being what it is and medical expenses, I mean, there's so much that we could do for other people instead of just laughing off or snarking on people trying to do a good thing. So you don't like the ALS challenge, I get that, but help somebody. Again, if people do something silly or whatever, who cares? What's it to you that they're making fools of themselves? I mean, if George R.R. Martin can stand in front of a pool and say winter is coming and dump a bucket of ice water on his head, find something you can do. Again, there's so many things out there, so many people who need help, who either can't ask for help or don't know how to ask, or that they can, I don't know, maybe they have asked and nobody's listening. So yeah, ALS is important, and it's never going to stop being important until a cure is found. So it's the flavor of the month. Next month, September, we'll probably have something new, or people will forget. But the thing is, the people who need help can't forget because they're not going away. So I think we as gamers, we as denizens of the internet, we need to stop being assholes about things like this, okay? If you don't like, you know, what people are doing as the flavor of the month, find something else that you like. Something, you know, somebody around you, either one of your friends or your family, they're going through tough times. You may not have told them because, you know, we're a very prideful people. A lot of times we can't admit that we need help. It's very difficult because we don't want to seem weak. We don't want to seem, because we want our friends and family to think well of us. So, you know, the whole suffer in silence or stiff upper lip if you're British, that only goes so far. So reach out to other people. Take some time of your day. I don't know, bake cookies for the elderly or something. Go volunteer. I mean, there's so many opportunities to volunteer out there. That there's something good that you can do. It doesn't take much time, doesn't take much effort. You know, there are things that you can donate money to if there's something more dear to your heart. I mean, a friend of mine recently passed of cancer, and her cancer was not one of the more popular ones. Well, there's people fundraising all the time for something like that. Now, of course, I'm going to give you, you know, words of caution. If you see somebody saying, oh, hey, give to my charity, or give to this, or GoFundMe, or do whatever, do your research first, of course. I mean, there are going to be some organizations out there that you know that they're legit, but when you get the emails, check the links, make sure that they're not bogus, or make sure you just go to their website directly if you need to donate money. You know, volunteer in your community. You know, it's pretty sad that teachers have to hold bake sales for school supplies. There's something, you know, but it's back to school time. Hit up the Walmart or hit up whatever store of your choosing, get some extra stuff, and find a teacher. There's got to be a teacher in your neighborhood. Say, hey, can you use this in your classroom? Help them out. One of the initiatives my company, the one that I work for, which I don't admit to which one it is because we're not really allowed to speak on their behalf, we do a lot of charity around our community, our local communities. We also participate in huge initiatives with science in the classrooms, particularly for minorities and young girls. The whole STEM, science, technology, I can't even remember what it stands for, but the whole STEM thing, we're in on that. We do the whole Connect a Million Minds. If there's a skill that you have that you can teach somebody, like, I don't know, if you knit, teach somebody to knit. If you know how to code, teach somebody how to code. It's stuff that you can do informally. You don't have to make a big old video about it, get internet fame for 15 minutes or whatever. But there's so much that you can do to help other people. So I think we, as people on the internet, need to be more compassionate to our fellow human beings, rather than, you know, throw off a 140 character snark about, you know, so and so their ice bucket challenge video sucked. Well, this is the closest I'm going to get to an ice bucket video. Here's my bucket. Whoops, camera panning. So there's my bucket. You can't put water in props right now. Dave Georgeson, fix this! But I actually have a big cube of water hovering over my head in my game, and I'm gonna jump in it. I'm sure it's cold because it's been sitting there for a while, so here we go. We can play in my water. Yay! So that's as close as I get. So again, do some research. If you want to donate some cash, go for it. Find something you care about, because you're not the only person who cares about it. So there will be other people who can use your help. So that's pretty much my rant of the evening.